So, hello and welcome to probably the video I've put the most work into on my channel. Today's video is going to be 5 anime that I really enjoyed, and honestly I made this list to surprise people because people might not expect stuff on this list. But it's going to be a long video, so we should really get right into this video. So number 5 is Orimo, or in English it is My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute. So from the title alone, you're probably thinking it's an anime full of incest. Although I'll admit that there is incest in the last 2 episodes. That's it. That's all the incest there really is in the entire anime. There's 2 seasons altogether, 24 episodes. So let me just say why I enjoyed this anime so much. It was because it was something different from anime I've watched previously, like let's contain a load of fighting. Like Naruto, Fairy Tail, One Punch Man, just name a couple. And this anime, it kind of made, it kind of brought something new into my life of watching anime. It was something fresh. It was something fun to watch, honestly. It was very fun throughout the entire 2 seasons. It was funny throughout the series. I had very likable characters that I honestly, enjoyed, and they actually had character development throughout the 2 seasons. Season 2 kind of builds on more of the relationship between Kirino and her brother, and I don't know, I got sucked into the world of it. It was just very fun for some reason to watch. I can't really say why. It was just fun, honestly, and I'm glad I watched it. So let's start out of the way. So let's go down to number 4, which is High School DxD. So High School DxD is an anime that has, some fighting in it, but it's also very lewd. And when I say very lewd, I mean there's literally just, straight up, just boobs, naked girls. No pussy though. It's not actual hentai. It's just a very good anime. The main character, Issei, is he dies at the first episode, and he's brought back to life by a girl called, a devil called Rias, and then Issei is actually a devil and a quote-unquote servant for Rias. And Issei is has an ability. Well, has a red dragon inside of him, I guess you could say, and obviously this power is unlocked. And the thing is with this is to power himself up. He just basically has to think of perverted things with about Rias and the other girls that are actually in the anime. And honestly, this whole thing of being a pervert to get power, it creates some funny moments. There isn't just fighting in this. There is actually just a couple of moments sprinkled throughout, funny moments. And there's also there's a couple of fights, and some of the fights are honestly really good. My favourite fight is from season 2. I think it's the clip I'm using now in this video. But honestly, it's a very enjoyable anime. It has everything really. It has funny moments, boobs, very good fights for what the anime offers. The characters are great, and I think that's all I can really say about this. So let's move on to number 3, which is honestly one of my favourite anime ever. and that's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So I didn't watch Full Metal Alchemist because it doesn't it doesn't adapt to all the manga of Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was a revamp which covered all the story. And straight away, I'm going to say this is literally one of the best anime ever, and everyone should go watch this, even if you don't watch anime. It's an amazing anime. I'm saying the word anime a lot. Anyway, so let's really get down to what it's about really quick, because I want to make this video quick as possible, and I'm dragging on even more. There is Ed and Alphonse. They are both brothers, and they lose parts of their body because they want to. Well, Ed loses parts of his body. Alphonse loses all of his entire body because they tried to revive his mum through something through forbidden alchemy, or it's a taboo in alchemy, something that alchemists shouldn't use. So they go on a quest to actually find a philosopher's stone, to so they can get their bodies back. And this creates a long journey that goes over 63 episodes, 64, there's 64 episodes altogether. The 64th episode is more of a what happened after. Anyway, so it goes across a longer journey of these two brothers trying to get their bodies back to normal, and honestly, it's an amazing journey. You meet some amazing people along the way, while Ed and Alphonse are amazing in themselves. And although there isn't many fights in this anime because they're not the strongest characters, but the villain's quite strong because they have the Philosopher's Stone. And there are amazing fights. There's some amazing scenes in this anime, and you get absorbed into the story because you want to know what's going to happen, but are they going to get their bodies back? And I probably spoil it for you with this clip if you're watching it, and I'm very sorry. But it's an amazing anime. I really recommend watching it. So let's get down to number 2. So number 2 is it's a mix between two movies, and they are recent movies that came out last year in 2016. Your Name and A Silent Voice. So I watched both of these movies, obviously, they're on my list, and they are very powerful movies when it comes to emotion. It can really tear at your heartstrings because it's the way the story and stuff is written out. So let's get down to, let's quickly run through A Silent Voice. A Silent Voice is about a girl who's deaf, and she gets bullied by someone, and a boy, what's it called? Falls out of his friends and stuff and becomes isolated, locked away from the rest of the world. And then a couple of years in the future, he actually wants to fix things with the girl he bullied, who was deaf. And that's basically what the movie's about. And there is some really touching moments throughout the movie. I don't want to say anything about it. I just really recommend that you should go and watch it. It's amazing. The characters are really likable, honestly, as well. So let's quickly say about Your Name. Your Name is a movie about a boy and a girl, and it starts off with them switching bodies for a day, not every other day, they would randomly switch bodies, and they would experience each other's lives through each other's eyes, and they eventually, the boy stops hearing from the girl, and he goes on a journey to find this girl. And this movie also creates emotional scenes, and especially towards the end it gets better. But I really recommend that you should go and watch it. It's an amazing film. I don't want to say anything else about it. Watch a trailer or two. Maybe you'll get interested after watching the trailer. So before we get into number 1, I want to talk about 2 honourable mentions. And these honourable mentions are probably going to be surprising, and that's Seven Deadly Sins and Naruto. Well, Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. Seven Deadly Sins is an anime about, well, quote unquote, Seven Deadly Sins, like, you know, but let's quickly just go over it. A girl called Elizabeth once goes out to find the Seven Deadly Sins, who are wanted criminals, and she wants to do it because she wants to save the kingdom because something is going to happen. She finds Meliodas, and then Meliodas agrees to help her, and then they go and find to find the other Deadly Sins. And obviously they find all of them except from one. That's, if you want to find out, that's in the manga anyway. And it's, the thing that makes this anime good is because it kind of makes it has very good characters, and also the relationship between the characters build a lot throughout the anime, and there's also some very good fight scenes. Anyway, we can move on to Naruto. And Naruto, it's an enjoyable anime, I'll admit that, it's a good anime, but the filler, like the amount of filler in it, kind of ruins that for me, and that's why I couldn't put it on my top 5. And Naruto is a good anime, everyone knows what the fuck Naruto is, pretty much. It's about ninjas. I quote unquote ninjas, I just say, because towards the end it just kind of gets out of hand. The original Naruto series is amazing, I loved it, although most of it is filler. And then Naruto Shippuden, up to the Naruto vs Pain fight, it's great. When it gets to the Fusionary War, it kind of goes down a bit because it really gets out of hand. But anyway, Naruto has some amazing fights, sad moments to tear at your heartstrings. But a couple of deaths made me upset. And Naruto ends off in a very good note with Naruto and Hinata's wedding. It's a very good anime. Anyway, down to number 1, and that is Fairy Tail. So I could go on for ages and talk about why Fairy Tail is the anime I enjoy the most. But let's get down to why I enjoyed it most. So I want to say that most of the fights are absolutely amazing in this anime. They're amazing, honestly. Like the thing that makes the fights so amazing is because there's so much plot armor. And if you know what plot armor is, it's basically no one fucking dies. No one in this anime, key to the story dies at all. But although that sounds boring, it creates amazing fights that have amazing outcome. The heroes always win, but honestly, I can't just get over how good some of the fights are, some of the visuals. One of my favourite fights is from the end of the original Fairy Tail. So there's 2 Fairy Tails. You got Fairy Tail and Fairy Tail 2014. Fairy Tail 2014 just continues the story on because we have to catch up with the manga. Anyway, the fight at the end of the Fairy Tail is amazing. It's basically 2 Dragon Slayers going against 2 other Dragon Slayers, and as I said, the visuals are fucking stunning for most of the fights throughout Fairy Tail. There is a couple of sad moments. I don't want to say anything, I don't want to spoil anything in case you do decide to go and watch it. But honestly, it's an anime I do recommend that you should go and watch. Although some people do call it crap, but it's a very popular anime. But honestly, that's everything I wanted to say, and I'll see you in the next video.